points from the lesson. Live in the hills, but I still get a spread. Started with a live, but I still reinvest it. Feel how I feel, then you feel it's a blessing. I just want the lesson, I just want protection. I'm up and I'm down, but they sound like progression. Farmer never plans if he waits for perfection. Finger to the down, hold it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're having a wonderful, amazing day. I thought I'd bring back old Josh, the quieter version, and I need to tell you why Airbnb is going to the moon. Now, this is a serious video. I'm going to explain what happened today because something happened today and it is very big for all of the travel stocks and it gives us a little bit of insight into earnings. So before we go into it, if you don't know about me, again, I'm old Josh. I'm quieter, but I do love Airbnb the exact same way. I mean, here's me with Airbnb at Disneyland, me riding my bike with Airbnb, even me and Airbnb after the last earnings. So, you know, really love them, have a good history with them. I'm very excited about it. So let's get into this and make sure you like the video and we see you on stream, okay? youtube.com/thestockmarket. It's right there, okay? Thank you. All right, let's pick up the pace. You guys are going to think I'm sad or something. I don't know what it is, but literally Airbnb has to do with Delta earnings. Why is Airbnb going to go to the moon? Because it looks like travel is surging with oil prices, aka the price of fuel is not hurting the travel rebound, and we got that from Delta earnings today. So here's the headline. They had great booking activity. First quarter sales, they were good, but here's the funny part, they missed on their earnings. They did not do good at all. They're even operating at a loss. Even first quarter loss is expected to do bad. So keep all of this in mind. But the thing is, they raised their second quarter guidance and they said that the current increase in fuel, it is not hurting travel demand. And if anything, they are seeing more demand than ever. Literally, they said early part of the summer, booking activity has been quite strong. That's from the CEO. But then they said for the last month, they have seen the highest sales and booking activity on Delta than any other time in history. So this is why all the travel stocks went up. Airbnb rallied. I mean, even Uber didn't go up as much, but like Las Vegas Sands, Wynn, Marriott, Hilton, I think anything you could think of booking, and then especially Airbnb, they all went up. But now Airbnb earnings is in a month. This is supposed to be their weakest quarter, but if they are saying that travel demand is surging with alongside oil prices, I think that's it. So we're going to see what happens. But the thing that I'm most confident for Airbnb right now is simply the fact that if they come in with strong second quarter guidance or even raise that, even if they don't do good on this quarter, I think the guidance alone, they may get the Delta effect. So that's why Airbnb is going to go to the moon. You better keep your eye on travel stocks. And now, why is this so important? Because it has to do with what we saw today. So today we melted up and a lot of people were asking why. Why did we go up? No news is good news. That's the best way to describe it. If there was any news, it was going to be earnings. And again, Delta really inspired a lot of the travel stocks. And then JP Morgan and banks. JP Morgan, it wasn't good. It wasn't bad. It was kind of leaning to the downside, but they had some segments that did good. Pretty much anything on JP Morgan that was weak, it was already expected to be weak or it was already declining from the last quarter. But point was, the stock moved less than the option market was pricing in and a little bit more than it moved on average. The rest of the financials didn't do much, but you could see what I'm talking about here. You saw what Delta earnings did to travel stocks. That's what people were looking for with bank stocks. Bank stocks really could have clapped a lot of things. Now, JP Morgan, Jamie Dimon, he's like preparing for a recession or something like that. The loan provisions came up. And again, I like his caution. I'm not mocking it or saying like, I'm just saying, that's what he's saying. Okay, anyways, but point is, JP Morgan could have been a lot worse. It wasn't. You didn't get any leading indicators about the industry for banks as we did with Delta. So that's why the market didn't get any news from there. Travel and everything went up. There was no real headlines or news to get anything down. We caught the guy even in New York, so everything kind of melted up. But like I'm saying here, this is the importance of this earnings season, all of these plays, and especially when the market is very sensitive right now, these earnings and what they dictate for the industry, it is going to be very key. So that's pretty much the wrap up. I'm going to be watching Airbnb. I'll go over my plays with you, but even to kind of understand a little, I just want to give you a pretty picture here. Boom, technicals a little bit. Pretty much bear market. What this is showing you is how many times we have swung above or below the 200-day moving average in the year. Right now, I think we're at like 12. The average since 1932 is 6 times a year. And then I think in bear markets, you get about like 14 or 15 on average or in that year. So you can see with the chart, it's spread out throughout time. But point is, and this is why I think it's important, earnings season can dictate a lot. And you can see it. The market is just sensitive and it's going up and down above these moving averages, this back and forth again. Just imagine the range. So this earnings is going to be important. And then even what it says about industries, I mean, we are going to get some winners and losers. I think Airbnb is going to be a winner if they could guide up and take notes. A lot. Why my hands trembling? Like, yeah, it's the Adderall, Josh. Good. I got hype, bro. What you want to call? What? I'm sorry. Anyway, I'm really excited today. We got November. The market's closed tomorrow. You got a day off, bro. Enjoy it. But essentially, I literally forgot what I was saying. But anyways, the point was, take notes to what is going to happen in these earnings and what you saw from Delta. If a company could give better guidance, I mean, they may be able to get a get out of jail free card depending on how they perform. So we'll see what happens. I think that's going to be the big thing. Now, let's go over the Airbnb options. So sadly, these ones are expiring. We got these ones after last earnings. We were getting gambly on it, but even then, I mean, honestly, I think they would have hit without the market. But guess what? The market hit. We got clapped. I lost about like, what, $2,400 there. And then here are the rest of the leaps. As you could see, it gives you the total, and there's 6 different Airbnb options, $29,000 worth. Today I made $5,400, total return $4,000. So up until today we were down a little bit on them, but you guys remember too, at one point I think I was up like 30 or 40,000 on some of the other leaps. But again, you see where Airbnb has, but we got a lot of time. I'm totally okay with that. And again, there's a reason why I like Airbnb, but you're seeing things came back today, but these are all the options I'm holding. One of them expires tomorrow. The 230, that was only like $70, but then the 200s, that one is like break even or slightly down. The 210s were up on these, even though I was down on them. I averaged down on them today, and we got them a couple weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, I think, and they dropped 50%. They came back up today. The 150 calls, I think those ones are only up like $700. The 140s at the bottom, those are up like, I think like 2 or 3 grand. And then the 185, these are only up like $800 here because they are further out of the money. But this is what I'm holding. I may even grab more leading into the earnings. I'm going to wait till Airbnb comes down now that all these have came back up. But if we do get a dip before earnings, I think I'm going to load a little bit more. We will see. But either way, it is a risk. It's a gamble. None of it's a recommendation. But now I'm just trying to let you know what I'm looking for. Travel looks good. It depends what the other travel companies do. That could kill this steam. And like Airbnb has already showed us, if the market gets totally clapped, well, good earnings still may not even save it. So that's the other big risk that I'm worried about with all of this. But overall, in general, I think we may get out of jail free card, but I will leave money left over, and I'm not going to deposit onto it because pretty much essentially save money for the next move. Even if the earnings is bad, that might be a good dip buy from here because it's only going to be the hot summer season. So hopefully you enjoyed this. Hopefully it helped. That is the watch list, whatever we're going to call it. Get ready for earnings. Last day of the market for the week tomorrow. Not forever, but yeah, you get it. I love you, Chad. God bless you. Have a wonderful day. And make sure hydrate healthy, ready to go. Make sure post your watch list. Make sure we see you there in the morning. I need the armor on. I need the helmet shining. I need you to remember, baby. Chad has energy, baby, and I love it. I love it. Those phone calls and all of you, bro. God bless you for real. Chad is hype. It is all hype. We love this. And God bless you, baby. Amen. Peace out. See you in the morning.